Hello, welcome back to another game of Majestic13. It's been suggested to me that I could hang something up over that yellow horrible wall behind me. If you've got any thoughts, let me know. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for watching the channel, the standard. If you like what you see during the game, please hit the like. If you've not subscribed before, please subscribe. And if you have any comments whatsoever about anything that's going on, please let me know. So, last game, we had a couple of casualties in our battle, both when I rolled on the post-game table. I can't remember who we were fighting, that's why I haven't said it. Hold on. It was the horror, wasn't it? It was the blobby horror thing. Arcadian horror. I really enjoyed painting that. But we suffered 2 casualties, both rolled no effect after the effect. In the post-game acquisition, we got an additional piece. We got a pistol, Artec pistol, and a high energy weapon. High energy weapon, which will probably give to Doc, and the pistol to Speedy. Anything else? No. We are now team rank of 11, so which means we're on the harder stat blocks. I rolled a Cannonade, which I'll show you in a bit on the table. I'm going to use a Dreadnought. I thought that a Dreadnought fits quite well, a Chaos Marine Dreadnought. Anything else? Yes, it's an urban terrain. I rolled on stuff for those tables that ChatGPT helped me produce. I haven't got anything, so I just set a standard urban terrain using Corvus Games terrain. Because I was asked where to get the terrain from, so the majority of my urban terrain is from Corvus Games, Corvus Game terrain. They do some awesome, they're the ones who do, which you'll see in a minute, the Winchester pub. It's a great model. They print fine on an FDM printer, and then they can paint up really easily. I've used a Warhammer 6x4 board that I haven't used in ages as a mat, so it looks a bit battered, but it'll be all right. So why don't I show you the board? So here is the board. I took off the 3x3 marker I normally use along this line here. So the line in the board is 3 foot by 3 foot, marked by those trees and marked by that truck over there. So you can see it's actually sort of a battered, grim dark city, maybe a zombie apocalypse-y. But I thought I'd use it as a change for the road. So we just have a normal urban. Look, we've got our Corvus Games terrain shop. This is a free model. So if you want to test what they're like, you can download that and print it on an FDM. Prints fine. So we will be using a Chaos Dreadnought, which I got off of eBay, really cheap, and saved and stuck on a base. And so I thought I'd just use that, as that would fit quite well. We have a standard urban-y type layout, and we have the Winchester pub, as seen in Shaun of the Dead. Our troops are, we have Speedy, who has the Artec pistol, still one-armed. We have Doc, who has a high-energy rifle. Cap, who still has his grenade launcher. Tank with the high repeater. And Snipes has a grenade launcher. We will stick this fella back behind where we had randomly put them, and that is basically that. The one thing I didn't tell you is the initiatives. So our Cannonade with its second tier has an acuity of 24, a combat of 24, dex of 20, fortitude of 27, and a defense of 25 with hit points of 160. Because it's urban and we're sector 6, I really do keep rolling these urbans. I'm not just picking it because we get +5 initiative. So we have Cap going on 28, Speedy on 27, Tank on 25, the Cannonade on 24, then Doc on 21, the Cannonade again on 14, and Snipes bringing up the rear with 3 acuity on 13. The Cannonade is a Ravager, and that means that any time we miss with a ranged attack against the Cannonade, it will then jump in for an additional go. So we are on round 1, and so we'll start at the top. So we have Cap, who has 11 dexterity. So So I was thinking about this, and so where the cannonade is, I think Cap, if Cap is on the corner, Cap would have a shot. If Cap was here, Cap would have a shot across at the cannonade, but with cover. But Cap has the sighting HUD. Cap is the only, well, Doc is the only person without a sighting HUD, so Doc would be the only person who will be affected, well, and the cannonade, of course, by cover. So that gives Doc, that gives Cap rather. I'll see if I get everyone's names right. Cap with his 22 assisted combat, -4 gives an 18. -4 for using the rocket launcher, which gives +18 rolling to hit against the cannonade's defensive 25, which gives a hit, doing 4d6 +2. Not much, giving 8, giving 10 points, leaving the cannonade on 150. The cannonade will go into extremis on 45, and it has a special effect when it goes on into extremis, where basically it blows up. So as soon as it hits extremis, it will detonate. Next, we have Speedy. Speedy will probably try and re-maneuver with the dex of 11. This is an 8-inch measurer. It will probably run across here so Speedy can move into the combat at some point, but Speedy will then call in the advanced drones to call a strike in against the cannonade. The advanced drone has a +19 to hit, being 16, being a hit, and it does 5d6 damage. Being 12, 15, 19 points of damage, taking it to 131 hit points. Okay, next we have Tank. Tank is situated here. So Tank has a dexterity of 9. He's got jump boots, so what would that be? That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to come in about there. Would that be the same? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 will put Tank there, which means that Tank is going to get shot. But so Tank moves to there. Tank has the targeting assist and sighting HUD and body armor. Being a 14 +2, -2, giving a +14 to hit. Needing 11s. 10, missed. Okay, now that means a miss on the cannonade will give the cannonade its first action. It will target, it will attack the target that missed it with a basic attack. Okay, so the Ravager will attack first. It will, with its basic attack, sorry, not Ravager, Cannonade. The Cannonade will attack, its basic attack is a blast. The Cannonade makes a single attack with its blast. If the attack hits, the target must succeed on a fort check 24. And all enemies within 6 inches, if it then hits, must make a dex check. So first off, it needs to try and hit. Ranged attack makes single attack. If this attack hits, okay, so it's got a combat of 24 against Tank, who has a defense of 33. It misses. 24, 28, misses. So that was the Cannonade's first attack. Now the Cannonade gets to go again for its next one. Okay, so we have the Ravager's AI says that it will use an air attack if it has one, and then move its movement distance, ending the move at least 6 inches away from all enemies if possible, and ending in cover if possible. So its air attack is if it activates within 12 inches of at least 2 enemies, and it is Cap and Tank, and it did not use Leveling Blast during its last activation, it will now use Leveling Blast. I enjoyed saying that. All enemies within 12 inches of the Cannonade must succeed on a dex check of 24 or suffer 1d6 +6 damage and be blinded. Ah, the dreaded blinded. Okay, so we have Cap, who has a dex of 11. and Tank, who has a dex of 9. So Cap needs to roll 13s, Tank needs to roll 15s. Tank is reds. Tank rolled 15 and Cap rolled 12, so both succeeded. So we, no, hold on. 24, so Cap fails, rolling a 23, and Tank succeeds. So Cap takes 1d6 plus 6 damage, doing 12 damage, and Cap is blinded. So Cap is now on 15 hit points. Cap is blinded. Blinded is a dex check to clear. So next we have Doc. Doc, who is here, going on 21. Doc has the high energy rifle. So Doc has a dex of 13. I wonder if Doc can get up onto the side. Oh, that would then move its. Sorry, this moves. So we've got 8, 16. So it will rotate around this way because it gets a better shot on everyone, and it is going to put itself fully into cover over here. So Doc has 13. So what's that? So that'll give us a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so Doc is going to run across here, use the jump gear to jump up to the top, and I think it gives him two left. 1, 2. So Doc up there will shoot down upon this dude down here. Now, if it's still behind trees and he's up there, I'm going to say it has cover, and Doc doesn't have the sighting HUD, so Doc doesn't get an assist, but the high energy rifle does give Doc an additional +2, which means he is 18 to hit. We have 2 dice because Doc, it's in cover to Doc, so 7 plus 18 is 25, which is a hit. Its defense is 25. Is that right? No, its defense is 20. Yes. That was a Ravager. That's the wrong thing. 25. Its defense is 25. So Doc hits, doing the high energy rifle does 2d6 plus 1 because of Doc's combat score, doing 8 points against the Ravager, leaving the Ravager on 123. Okay, that's Doc. Now the Cannonade goes for its last turn. We have, so it's still outside. Disruptive Blast. If the cannon activates, there is only one enemy within 12 inches. It did use Disruptive Blast during its last activation. Who's within 12 inches? 8. And then 4. I don't think anyone's within 12 inches. Okay, so no one's within 12 inches, in which case it is going to, okay, it will attack Doc. I think as Doc is up there and Doc can see Doc, Doc can see it. I think that would make the most sense. It would attack Doc using its blast. Makes a single attack with a blast range combat attack. So it's got a combat of 24. Nah, Doc's up there. I'm not going to give Doc cover against it, so it will just roll to hit. A 3, 24, that makes 27. Doc has 32 defense, so it misses Doc. And finally, at the end of round 1, we have, I didn't do food bar at the start. What a surprise. We have Snipes. Snipes has a dex of 7. 1, 2. So that would be 8, so he can't do that. So maybe he will run down here, behind here, and fire his grenade launcher at the Ravager who is there. He has a total of 26 because he has a massively high combat due to being cloned weirdly. So -4 gives him a 22 to hit. It's got a defense of 25, so he needs 3s. 1, ha, misses. Okay, which means it then will use its basic attack, which is which is an area attack, isn't it? Let's say, I mean, they're not actually within. Oh, they are within 12 inches of it. So, yeah, I'm going to say both of them. So that's Snipes and Doc will be affected by Leveling Blast, which is the area attack, which means they both need to make dex checks of 24 or get damaged and blinded. Snipes has a dex of 7, Doc has a dex of 11, so Snipes needs to roll 17s and Doc needs to roll 11s. Red is Snipes. We have a fail and a fail. So both of them take 1d6 plus 6, so 11 for Snipes and 11 for Doc, and both are blinded. Okay, so both are blinded. When they're blinded, they need to make a 25 dex check. So this is the end of round 1. We'll do foobar now. A 1, so no foobar. Round 2. At the top, we have Cap. Cap needs to make a dex check with a dexterity of 11 for 25. So Cap needs to, I'm going to use the green one, it seems to roll high, of 14s. 5, so Cap is still blinded, which means he cannot draw a line of sight to anyone, thus he cannot see anyone to shoot anyone. So not much Cap can do. So Cap will stay where he is. We need to get some stuff to get rid of blinded. I think there are some things that do that. Next we have Speedy. Speedy will try and call in another drone hit. So that would be, we're in round 2, +1 because it's urban, that's +3. +5 is 8, so that works. So the drones come swooping in from a radio call, which is a +21 attack. Plus only jest, which is 27, doing 5d6 plus 4. Doing 5, 10, 11, doing 13, doing 17, leaving it on 106 hit points. So that was Speedy. Next we have Tank. Now Tank isn't blinded, thank goodness. So Tank has got a dexterity of 9. So Tank can run across the street to here and we'll get a shot on. So though there's cars in the way, we'll get a shot on because he does have the sighting HUD targeting assist shenanigans on the cannonade, being he's got a 14, +14, so he needs to roll 11s. 8 misses. Which means this thing gets to go again. It will use its single attack with a blast ranged attack. If it hits the target, must succeed on blah blah blah, and everyone around it hits. So it will now attempt to shoot Tank again with a combat of 24. Does Tank have cover? Yeah, I'm going to give Tank cover. 24. Lowest is a 1, but that would have missed anyway. So it misses Tank, so the shot misses Tank, which means there's no other effect. So that was its first go, Tank, and then straight away the cannonade has its next go. It did try, so what have we got? It did use, no, this last attack it didn't use lightning because that was just now. So now it will use Leveling Blast because we have 3, we have 1, 2, 3 within range. So Leveling Blast. All enemies must make a dex check of 24. So we will go. Tank has a 9 dex, so needs 15s. I'm going to call that cocked. So needs 15s. Nat 20, so Tank is okay. Doc has a 13, so needs 11. Doc is hit. And Speedy has a 7, so needs what, 17? No, so Speedy also is hit. Sorry, not Speedy, Snipes. So Snipes takes 10. No, Snipes takes 12. Doc takes 10 and they are both still blinded. Leaving Snipes on 4 hit points and Doc on 7. They are both blinded. Next we have Doc. Doc at the top. Doc needs to make a 20. Did I say 25? I think I did. So Doc needs to roll 12s. Nope. Doc is still blinded. Oh dear. Then the Cannonade goes for its 3rd turn. It will use... Let's see. It will use its normal blast again on the one with the lowest hit points, which is Snipes. So Snipes over here, who only has 4 hit points left, it will use a blast attack against Snipes. I don't know if it would move. I should check the AI. Let's check the AI. Okay, it says it will move its full movement distance to cover if possible. If Snipes is there, so I think it will move across to here. So nothing has got a hit on it, and it will attempt to hit Snipes, who is just there. Normal attack, an 11, which would be a 30. It's got a 35, so it's definitely hit. 35, yeah, it definitely does hit. Snipes, which does a 4d6 plus 3 damage, so it kills Snipes. So Snipes is definitely down. It definitely hit. So everyone within 6 inches must succeed on a dex check of 24. So that's Tank and Doc. So Doc is the red one. So Doc fails and Tank succeeds. So that means Doc takes an additional 2d6 plus 1 damage. Doc may go down. Doc goes down. So Doc is down. Snipes is down. Doc is down, Snipes is down. That was the Cannonade's last go, and final would be Snipes, but Snipes is out. So, end of round 2. 4, 5, 6. We're going to count that as a 1, which we can use for our Infinity thing, so food bar doesn't go off. Round 3. So we have Cap. Cap needs to roll 13s to get rid of blinded, and then he may be able to do something useful. Cap rolls a 16. Good old Cap. So Cap is here. Cap will... What's Cap's dex? Cap's dex is 11. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Cap will run across to here. And Cap will attempt to launch a grenade into the Cannonade who is sitting here. Rolling a 12, which would be a hit. Would that be a hit? Yeah, it's definitely a hit. Doing 4d6 plus 2 damage. So we've got 10, 22, 24, leaving it on 82 hit points. So we need to get it down another, what, 15, 17, another 20. No, more than that, isn't it? So it's 40. We have about 40 hit points. Maths. Now we have Speedy. So we've called in the drone. That came. We called into the thingy. That came. So Speedy. Speedy will probably try to get a shot in. So Speedy has a dex of 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Put Speedy a bit in the open. But Speedy can get to there. And that would mean that Speedy would get a shot in. And Speedy does have the targeting assist and everything else. Speedy, using the R-Tech pistol, has a combat of a total of 14. So Speedy needs to roll 10s. Not a nat 1. Okay. Missing, which means the Cannonade will have its first go, which means it will fire a basic attack at the person who just shot at it, and that would be Speedy, who's out in the open. Rolling 11, rolling a 35, which definitely hits Speedy. So Speedy will take 4d6 plus 3 damage, which is 13 points damage, which leaves Speedy on 14, and then Speedy needs to make a 24 fort check. That's probably a hit, so 17, 39, so that succeeds. So Speedy is not stunned, and as it hits, all enemies within 6 inches, which is all 3 of them, so is Cap and Tank, need to make a dex checks of 24. So Cap is reds, so Tank succeeds, 24, 23. Cap fails, Tank succeeds. Is that right? Hold on. Cap fails, so that means Cap takes 2d6 plus 1 damage. Taking 9 points of damage, leaving Cap on 6 hit points. Okay, so that was Speedy. The Cannonade jumped in, and then we have Tank. Tank is over here. Tank will relocate around to this side here, and will attempt to open up against it with his repeater. Being with 14, plus 8, 22, missing. It will then fire again, using his blast, this time because that misses, at Tank. Tank has a defense of 33, being a 13 plus 24, so definitely hitting. Doing 4d6, so we got 10, 15 plus 3, so 18 on Tank, leaving Tank on 2 hit points. Tank needs to make a fort check or be stunned. Pretty sure that's okay. Or maybe not. That's 22. Tank needs to go against 24, so Tank is stunned. And then, so let's put stunned. And then we have Cap and Speedy need to make dex checks of 24, so Cap will be reds. Cap succeeds. I think Speedy definitely fails. Speedy fails. So Speedy then takes 2d6 plus 1, taking 9 hit points. So Tank is on 2 hit points. Speedy is left on 5 hit points. Okay, so that was Tank missing, so that was the Cannonade jumping in, and then on the Cannonade's last turn, it will use its leveling blast, so it will aim at Tank. All enemies within 12 inches of the Cannonade must succeed on a dex check of 24. Okay, so everyone is going to do 24. So we'll do Cap and Speedy. Cap red. Cap fails. 24. Speedy fails. And then Tank. Ooh, Tank is exactly on 24. So Tank passes. So Cap and Speedy will take 1d6 plus 6. So Cap is 9. Cap's out. Speedy is, what did I say, 1d6 plus 6 is another 9. Speedy's out, out and out. So we've got Speedy goes down, Cap goes down. We have Tank left on his own. That was the Cannonade's last go out of the 3. That's the end of round 3. Fubar goes off. 2. Oh, 2 civilian, isn't it? Which means the civilians are alerted. We have Tank who is stunned. Let me just quickly look up what stunned gives us. So he needs to make a fort check of 25, which means he would really need to roll a nat 20 because he's only got a fort of 5. Nope. Which means his combat and move is halved. So he will attempt to shoot at the cannonade with his repeater, heavy repeater, meaning he has a +7 to hit, meaning he needs to roll, what's that, 7, 7, 14. So he needs to roll 17. He needs to roll 17s plus to hit. 13, missing. It will then fire its first go. It will fire its basic blast at tank. Rolling an 18, definitely hitting, doing 46 damage. How many hit points has the tank got left? 2. Tank's down. Won't even bother rolling. And the cannonade does a little celebratory dance and leaves. And that's that. Well, it defeated us within round 3, so he gets extra XP. Okay, so I thought that was going to go down fairly easily based on looking at its second tier stats, and it didn't, but that was mainly because of some bad rolls and becoming blinded. So I think we need to find something that will help us with the blinded condition, which there might be something in the advanced research base, but I don't think there's anything in the main equipment. Other than that, I don't know. We can't really get XP because it was a complete TPK. So at least we don't go up a rank, but that doesn't really matter because we're on the high tier anyway. So we'll see what happens next time, and we'll see how we go next game, where I hope to see you. If you did like what you saw, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you have any comments, if I'd missed anything, which I'll probably see in the edit, please leave comments. Beyond that, I'll see you for the next game of Majestic 13. Goodbye.